Planeteers. You are lieutenants by order of the Space Council, Federation of Free Governments. And, space protect you, to yourselves, you're supermen. But never forget this. To ordinary spacemen, you're just plain simps. You're trouble in a black tunic. They have about as much use for you as they have for leaks in their airlocks. Some of the spacemen have been high-vacking for 20 years or more, and they're tough. They're as nasty as a Callistan teacal. They like to eat Planeteer junior officers for breakfast. Lieutenant Felipe Flip Villa asked, "We assault, Joe?" Major Barris sighed. "No use trying to tell you space chicks anything. You're lieutenants now, and a lieutenant has the thickest skull of any rank, no matter what service he belongs to." Rip realized that Barris had not been joking, no matter how flippant his speech. "Go ahead," he urged. "Finish what you were going to say." "Okay, I'll make it short. Then you can catch the Terra rocket and take your 8 weeks Earth leave. You won't really know what I'm talking about until you've batted around space for a while. All I have to say adds up to one thing. You won't like it because it doesn't sound scientific. That doesn't mean it isn't good science, because it is. Just remember this. When you're in a jam, trust your hunch and not your head." The 12 stared at him open-mouthed. For 6 years, they had been taught to rely on scientific methods. Now their best instructor and senior officer was telling them just the opposite. Rip started to object, but then he caught a glimmer of meaning. He stuck out his hand. "Thanks, Joe. I hope we'll meet again." Barris grinned. "We will, Rip. I'll ask for you as a platoon commander when they assign me to cleaning up the goopies on Ganymede." This was the Major's idea of the worst Planeteer job in the solar system. The group shook hands all around. Then the young officers broke for the door on the run. The Terra rocket was blasting off in 5 minutes, and they were to be on it. Rip joined Flip Villa, and they jumped on the high-speed track that would whisk them to Valve 2 on the other side of the platform. Their gear was already loaded. They had only to take seats on the rocket, and their 6 years on the space platform would be at an end. "I wonder what it will be like to get back to high gravity," Rip mused. The centrifugal force of the spinning platform acted as artificial gravity, but it was considerably less than Earth's. "We probably won't be able to walk straight until we get our Earth legs back," Flip answered. "I wish I could stay in Colorado with you instead of going back to Mexico City, Rip. We could have a lot of fun in 8 weeks. Rip nodded. "Tough luck, Flip. But anyway, we have the same assignment." Both Planeteers had been assigned to Special Order Squadron 4, which was attached to the cruiser Bolide. The cruiser was in high space, beyond the orbits of Jupiter and Saturn, doing comet research. They got off the track at Valve 2 and stepped through into the rocket's interior. 2 seats just ahead of the fins were vacant, and they slid into them. Rip looked through the thick port beside him and saw the distinctive blue glow of a nuclear drive cruiser sliding toward the platform. "Wave your eye stalks at that job," Flip said admiringly. "Wonder what it's doing here." The space platform was a refueling depot, where conventional chemical fuel rockets topped off their tanks before flaming for space. The newer nuclear drive cruisers had no need to stop. Their atomic piles needed new neutron sources only once every few years, and they carried thousands of tons of methane compressed into solid form for their reaction mass. The voice horn in the rocket cabin sounded. "The SCN Scorpius is passing Valve 2, landing at Valve 8. "I thought that ship was with Squadron 1 on Mercury," Rip recalled. "Wonder why they pulled it back here." Flip had no chance to reply, because the chief rocket officer took up his station at the valve and began to call the roll. Rip answered to his name. The rocket officer finished the roll, then announced, "Buttoning up in 20 seconds. Blast off in 45. Don't bother with acceleration harness. We'll fall free with just enough flame going for control after 10 seconds of retro thrust to deorbit." The 10-second warning bell sounded, and before the bell had ceased, the voice horn blasted. "Get it. Foster R.I.P., Lieutenant. Report to the platform commander. Show and exhaust." Rip leapt to his feet. "Hold on, Flip. I'll see what the old man wants."